Due to its exceptional short takeoff and landing (STOL) capabilities, unique for its time, the Fieseler Fi .156 Storch is considered the precursor to all modern short takeoff and vertical landing aircraft. Introduced in 1937, the Storch proved to be an invaluable asset for the Luftwaffe, serving on all fronts throughout the war. The nearly 2,900 units produced played crucial roles, including reconnaissance, medical evacuation, and liaison duties, making it one of the most versatile aircraft of the conflict. Its fame is associated with numerous extraordinary feats, but we'll discuss those later. But what exactly is STOL? It's an aircraft designed to take off and land on very short runways or in confined spaces. STOL stands for Short Takeoff and Landing, indicating these vehicles' ability to operate in areas with limited available space, making them useful for purposes such as military transport and emergency rescue operations. The Storch could achieve flight takeoff in just 50 meters and land in 20 meters, thanks to its leading-edge slats and trailing-edge flaps, which allowed it to fly at an extremely low minimum speed, less than 50 kilometers per hour. However, it had a modest top speed, enabling takeoff in confined spaces. It was powered by an Argus AS-10 engine that produced only 240 horsepower, reaching speeds of 175 km per hour. It could hover in place or even move backward, similar to a helicopter. It had large wings, 10 meters in length, with wings supported by double steel struts that could be folded backward for easy transport. The cockpit, with extensive windows, ensured excellent lateral and downward visibility for the pilot and crew. Additionally, it was equipped with trim, a system that allows adjusting the aircraft's attitude during flight, enabling the pilot to maintain the aircraft stable and balanced without effort. Many high-ranking German officers had their personal Fi 156 aircraft. Erwin Rommel used it in Africa in 1941 for troop observation. When the British captured the aircraft, even his adversary, Montgomery, adopted it as his personal plane. The most significant feats that made this aircraft famous were: in 1943, 90 German paratroopers occupied the Gran Sasso mountain where Mussolini was imprisoned, and they freed him. Pilot Heinrich Gerlach flew a Fi 156, landed on the rocky peak, and, despite the overload after embarking Mussolini and Scorzani, managed to take off. In 1946, a Swiss Air Force Fi 156 successfully rescued 12 survivors of a C-53 crash after 5 days and the failure of every helicopter for recovery. On April 26, 1945, pilot Hanna Reich managed to land in Berlin, besieged by the Allies, and transported General Robert Ritter von Greim from Hitler. A Fi 156 was the last aircraft shot down by the Allies on the Western Front. At the end of the conflict, 64 Storches were given by Germany to France as war reparations, and 145 were captured by the British, becoming personal aircraft for many high-ranking Allied officers. It was also provided to the air forces of many countries. It was initially produced during World War II in Germany, France, and Czechoslovakia. Production continued after the war in France as the Moran Saunier MS-500 and in Czechoslovakia as the Miraz K-65. The Fi-156 was an extraordinary aircraft that achieved impossible feats, thanks to its STOL technology, the first aircraft to successfully perform takeoffs and landings in extremely limited spaces, making it crucial during World War II and desired even by Allied generals.